get game one started. As we go into game one and as we are waiting, the map mode that we are running off of is Undertow Spillway again.
Again, yeah. The last match was pretty. Last match we saw on this was pretty interesting. Again, that mid area is always a little bit tricky given how it's kind of sectioned off, and you get a lot of isolated fights that way. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see if both teams can stick together and make sure they don't get too separated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what comps they're going to bring out today, actually, to be honest.
Of course, I mean, I think with this tournament, it's bringing out a lot of different interesting comps. We've seen some rollers. That's what I've been liking: carbon roller, splat roller. I'm interested to see what other stuff we're going to see from both these sides.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You never know, they could bring out different variants of snipers, splatlings, anything really, It's interesting to see what teams have deemed to be the best comp for their like gameplay and game style at the end of the day. You never know.
You never know. That's what makes this so interesting. Hopefully no snipers though for Undertow. It doesn't really play its the snipers that well. I would like to see a Splatling though. Those are always fun. As we're two former Splatling players. I think we both enjoy to see a little bit of Splatling gameplay. Wouldn't you say?
True. You don't see it very often anymore, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, if we both start going crazy, it's because a Hydra has appeared. That's what I'll say.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all.
absolutely. If a Hydra appears, we're gonna end up going absolutely off the walls.
For sure.
I was gonna say something, but I kind of have to hold my tongue on that one.
I get you. I've had to do that a couple times today myself, First time in the booth, so it's a little bit interesting, trying to make sure I don't say anything too foul, but
No, absolutely. No, we have to keep it PG in here, the varying ages of players who probably watch our stream, see the marvelous gameplay that we get to see live and commentate for everyone.
exactly. It's a privilege. It really is. But hopefully, we're getting close to starting this game up. 10 seconds left. We're just waiting on one player to ready up. Maybe perhaps a little bit of mind games early on, waiting for the timer to go out.
Imagine that. It's like waiting till like the last second to pick the console, and the other team are like, "Hold on a second, why are they taking so long to pick a weapon?"
Exactly. It's all the mind games. We'll see going into game one what both sides are going to elect with.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of shooters. Interesting. I'm intrigued to see how this plays out. A lot of shooters from the yellow team. Not quite sure if it's going to work out, but I've been wrong before. I like
what
the
I can-
Gorge comp. I love using that Brella. It's going to get a lot of space in there. Let's see what they're going to go with though.
From what I can see on the loading screen, Delicious Steak Dinner have a 5-star Umbrella user and a 5-star Dreadringer user.
Ooh, well, that's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how this Brella goes in, but unfortunately, getting that stamp pretty quickly and just trying to find a way in poke and prod to see where the opening is for both sides.
Both sides really keeping the control of mid right now, but it's a matter of time to see who is able to really utilize the lack of space and see what picks they can get because of how close together both teams are right now. We can see Crab Tank was placed in front of the Rainmaker right now, but from what I could see, was not able to get any picks. The Dreadringer going down but getting one pick, and the Hammer going out, trying to really get a pick and swing the hammer at the inkjet right there.
Oh yeah, no, I respect going for it, but aside from this push here, I mean, it's not really equate too much. Both teams very evenly matched, just kind of exchanging kills back and forth. It's going to be interesting to see how that first kind of positional advantage is going to be taken. But a little bit maybe of a insert going on. I'm not quite sure what this is, but let's see. Ooh.
That was a very early detonated reslider. I don't think that was supposed to happen there.
Yeah, a little bit unintentional, it seems. But that jet is really just kind of taking the space here, getting a couple kills out. We're going to see probably a pop from purple.
Yep, and Delicious Steak Dinner right there, trying to get that Rainmaker push forward and get more points on the clock right now. Being 1 point behind of the Hybrid family's current score, but they are still triumphing forward. That Trizuka going out there trying to get the picks on the Brella right now, but not being very successful.
Beautiful crab from yellow over there. I mean, there was nobody stopping him from the podium. It was a great play, great way to stop the push and keep the lead, even though it's not much.
Delicious steak dinner here, just getting that really easy checkpoint right there. Basically painting the way forward for themselves. But Hammer going out right there, getting I assume was 2 picks there.
Yeah, mostly to the pop. I think honestly the yellow was kind of soaking up the pressure. I think they just gave up that checkpoint. I think they're pretty confident they can go and grab the checkpoint themselves. So giving up the space and setting up for a really big counter as we're seeing right here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see the hybrid family slowly inching themselves up right now towards left podium. Getting picked off by the Reef Slider right there. The Splatter Shot player also working on getting the picks off of Delicious Steak Dinner right now, but also denying them from pushing forward or even reaching the Rainmaker right now.
In a key play right there from the Brella. Let me tell you, like those kinds of plays won't go down on the stat sheet, but they're for sure really helpful. You can see that he bought time for the Zap player that was carrying off and allowed him to trade off the kill. Really good play from the Brella right there.
I'm very surprised that they didn't go beeline for the right podium right there. It was open for them.
Right's usually a little bit harder to push on. Most teams elect to go left because of that. There's a lot less strongholds that you're hitting when you're going on the left side. But I do see the vision of going right for sure.
I think in a situation, if you know that you can get yourself up the ramp on the right side, then pushing right isn't always a bad thing, but it's also just a lot easier for both sides to push it towards the left and just get that corner right there. But it's also working on holding the corner and also just the Splatana right now getting picked off of the stamp right now and just really getting themselves in. It's not a Splatana, it's it's a sploosh.
Well, what's the difference, really, huh? But anyway, sploosh right there, just
I
kind of
saw
buys
the hammer and just immediately thought Splatana wiper there. Sorry about that.
It happens. It happens. But yeah, you know, I did like the yellow push there. Really seemed like they were in control, really taking space with initiative there. I like that. I think they're going to soak up a lot of pressure here. Going to see them fall back and then try to keep them in the try to force them into taking bad fights.
Yeah, and as we can see here, Delicious Steak Dinner just trying to get more purple on the map right there, but also being shut down on the process by the edit. And from what we can see, Special being built up and just used to pressure teammates away. Kraken being brought out from Delicious Steak Dinner right there, trying to get those picks and trying to get space.
Oh yeah, and a little bit of I would have held the Rainmaker if I was, if I was yellow there, but, I think it's just a little bit of a mental error there. It happens every now and then. A great play from Purple Team. You're going to see a really big push coming up.
Now it's just a waiting game to see if they can successfully get that Rainmaker up there in the time that they got allocated right there and not get picked off by a stray teammate from the Hybrid family right now.
Yeah, but you can see here, as soon as they regroup here, they're gonna hit the left side hard here. It's gonna be interesting how they get up ramp.
I think right now, from the position that they're in, the Hybrid family have this game in their favor right now, taking game 1 from Delicious Steak Dinner right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they kind of just let them play off the left side a little bit there, and they got the hammer through. It's unlucky, but you kind of have to be aware of what's going on in the other part of the map. It's like I said, this part of the map, it's really sectioned off. It allows for like communication to almost kind of be a little bit more challenging because of that barrier in the middle, and we kind of saw it there.
Going into game 2, we are going to be playing Manta Maria. What's your opinion on Manta Maria?
You know what? Hear me out. I don't like Splatoon Dev and what they did with this map. Because, dear God, it was so much better in 1. This 2 version of it is very, very interesting. I'm going to say right now, I would not play a backline on this map. It's too short range for it to make a lot of sense. You're going to see a lot of shorter range stuff. Again, think of your more pseudo backlines, but even then, you could also probably get away with just running like a bucket as your pseudo backline. Something a lot faster,
Honestly,
a lot more short range.
If I have to be honest, certain splatlings really do profit off of this map, though. If I have to be honest.
100% actually. You know what? Maybe you're also right about that. I should also mention that like a heavy edit, for instance, is going to work really well on this map as well. Minis, those are also other weapons that work really well in that kind of pseudo backline role. So you're going to look out for a lot of that stuff. Look for a lot of aggression from both teams. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I will say, out of all the things you want to run long range on, though, Rainmaker is probably one of the better versions of this map you're going to want to do that on. But personally speaking, I think, as we said, the pseudo backlines play a little bit better to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I just feel like Manta Maria, like they have like made certain parts of the map open, like more open, but it's not necessarily beneficial at the end of the day. I feel like the podium placements on this map are very awkward, and it's a really big push to even get up there sometimes.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think honestly, a lot of you're gonna see a lot of bombs. I think primarily on this map, you see a lot more of them because of that elevation. And yeah, excuse me for my last comment. I thought I was thinking of Mahi, not of Manta Maria. So that's apologies for my previous comment. I do actually like this map, but I stand by what I say.
Yeah, no,
Same
Mahi
difference.
Mahi. I was gonna say I don't think Manta Maria was in Splatoon 1.
It was not in Splatoon 1, no, but my comments still stand about the pseudo backline. Backlines do not work on this map. It's the same difference. You're just going to see a lot of bombs, and you're going to see a lot
But
of...
yeah, lots and lots of bombs rolling down that a lot of ledges.
Yeah. Apologies for that comment. I should have misheard. Oh my god, but let's go. Let's see what we got for these two comps. Any kind of big changes? Oh wow. Okay, so still going with that shooter heavy comp. I want more of the same from the other side. Not a huge fan of
Yeah,
the shooter heaviness. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't think Delicious Steak Dinner really changed the comp from game one. Same with the Hybrid family keeping the same comp, except I'm pretty sure they've changed out a weapon for Gao.
Yeah, that 52 is new. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but it could work out. But it looks like, again, very aggressive, as I said from the start. That's what you're going to see a lot of on this map. A lot of fast, pace pushes. Yeah.
Two going down from the Hybrid family right there. As we can see, Delicious Steak Dinner just trying to get that Rainmaker push to checkpoint as soon as possible in this game. It's very
Yeah.
important that if you down a certain number of teammates on this map, that you get the push in when you see the opening, because openings on this map are not half as common compared to other maps on this game mode.
Exactly, and those windows shut so quickly, so you can see right here, taking all of the advantage they can with the screen and using all of their specials to get this quick push through. This might actually just be the end of the game.
This is the first time that I'm seeing Splackable screen in
Oh,
a tournament setting, like for commentary.
interesting. Oh, wow, they're just barely, I mean, this is just, they're one, kind of like 1 or 2 kills away from the end of the game here, but
They're
wow,
just going.
I give a lot of respect for the purple team. They kept their composure in that situation. That was a good, well played, sticking to the strongholds. I think they're going to recover pretty well here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As stated before, like the tides of the game can really change. They have enough time on the map right now to get that push in, to get it to KO really, because that's what they'll have to do now. Get it past checkpoint 1 and really wipe them out on the final checkpoint really.
And I like what this blaster is doing, taking the space, making them trying to get as much space as humanly possible right now. It's working out really well for them, and you can see here that they're struggling to kind of defend this.
Ooh, final pick there.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, that's just, that ledge right there is so hard to defend against. They're probably going to throw a bomb up there, but oh! Is that it? That is
Delicious
crazy.
Steak Dinner takes game 2.
Wow. What a way to take the game. What a game from them, by the way.
What a
Keeping
game!
their
Yeah, that
composure.
was really close. That was really close on both ends right there. But Delicious Steak Dinner is able to really push themselves back up there, get themselves back on their feet, and get that push in that they needed to take objective right there.
Exactly. And I want a lot of people to understand how much composure it takes to defend from 3 separate attempts to KO. You got to really make sure you're focusing on the objective, making sure you're not overextend there. Very well played on the defense. And then, of course, that push was near perfect, taking so much agency in the amount of space they were taking and getting all their weapons in the right spots. Just amazing play overall. That was a great game to watch.
At the end of the day, they were able to get themselves really positioned and ready for that final push there on checkpoint, being able to keep their players up while also waiting for their fourth to come back. The hybrid family being down members but still respawning. Being so close to spawn can also be a dangerous situation, especially on that drop there, especially working on making sure that your teammates really get supported and are able to push in when it's necessary.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I echo all of your comments thoroughly. It was a really good play from the purple side. I think honestly, it was just a matter of difference in composure because both sides. I mean, honestly, they played the map well. It's just one team was able to defend for 3 spikes, and the other one wasn't able to defend that. So, I mean, nothing to be sad about on either side. You know, it's just well played and unlucky if you're the yellow side.
Do you know, I was wondering why Delicious Steak Dinner had like the sound, and I remember Delicious Steak Dinner. They're making like the audible like sound in their title. That's actually a really cool detail.
That's clever. That's clever. I didn't even think about that one. But Scorch
Yeah, I
Gorge.
was thinking about it. I was looking at it and then it clicked, and I was like, it's because they're a delicious steak dinner.
Exactly. The Scorch Gorge next. This map actually is one of the few maps that plays as well to a lot of backlines. So maybe no. Sticking with the
No,
same.
surprisingly, the only really long range weapon that they have in terms of backline is heavy edit, and even then, it's more of a midline.
100% more of a midline. This is not really taking advantage of the range at all on either side with the picks here. Maybe not too comfortable with it on both sides. Interesting to see how this game will play out.
Scorch Gorge is one of those maps where you have to really be smart with how you're playing, especially pushing through the chokeholds on this map.
Yes, exactly. The chokeholds are really difficult to push through, and also this mid section, understanding how to commit to one side and kind of push through, and making sure you're not getting exploited with the high ground. But Yell Team doing an amazing job of taking control, taking space. A little bit separated for my liking. I think they can come together a little bit more for a push, but right now just kind of stalling. I don't know what they're doing here, and I think Purple is just going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, right now the hybrid family hasn't really took advantage of the space that they had, and now are just gradually getting pushed back right now by Delicious Steak Dinner right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay. I think they should have taken the space when they had the chance, perhaps waiting for specials to come up, but even then, if you have the positional advantage like that, you need to take it. But they're taking the space back pretty quickly. I don't think they're too worried about that.
2 down on Delicious Steak Dinner's side right now, but the Kraken coming out and playing very aggressively, trying to get picks and really just make space for their teammates right now, getting that last pick from the last duration of the special right now, but sadly getting picked off by that heavy edit right there.
Good play from Yellow. Overall, I think what they need to do a better job of is focusing on getting to the objective, not really getting spread out as much. If you're going to have a player that's off in the corner of this map, they're not going to be able to do much. Just kind of learning to ignore them and focus on the push.
Yeah, as we can see, Delicious Steak Dinner right now is just playing it very slowly, not trying to rush themselves in and trying to get space right now. They're kind of just letting the hybrid family right now go to them and really take them out when necessary, you know? It's very important that on a map like this, and just in Rainmaker in general, you do not play this game too quickly, otherwise it could be devastation.
Exactly, and I think, especially the way they're trying to play this right now, is a lot more control, a lot more slowly. I like that, just kind of keeping the pace down, keeping it, slow, making sure the game comes to them more or less than, trying to force the game.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And as we can see, the hybrid family lost their splatter shot user, so the Zuka did get cancelled, because I did see the Trizuka special really just sink in the ink right there.
Yeah, no, it did get canceled. Good cancel from them, and I mean, Purple is just. I will say one thing. I mean, they needed to be taking a little bit more agency. I think they need to drop down a little bit more, or if they're going to stay up this high, try to get more picks. I think that's one of the two things they need to be doing, or try to take more space. I think that's like the real problem they're having right now. But overall, I think it's anyone's game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The hybrid family split user is really just utilizing that movement right now, getting in with the hammers and trying to get picks where it's needed, but also reducing how much space the Delicious Steak Dinner really has on this map, considering how open it can be in certain areas, forcing down into the nooks and crannies right now, really denying them the ability to really get into that middle ground right now and get the push that they want.
And I don't understand this from the purple side. I don't get why you're playing these corners a lot. I mean, I don't want to be too rude about this, but it's just not a part of the map that provides a lot of, it's low, it's out of the way. You're not getting a lot of advantage from playing that part of the map. I'd like to see them a little bit more focused on mid rather than playing in those corners.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, if the hybrid family really is pushing delicious big dinner into those awkward corners, maybe they know what they're up to and really know like how to pick people off and really deny the value that they want, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, it might also just be that. I mean, where I can only see what I'm seeing right now, so I don't exactly know how they're like the exact way of how this is happening, but I think focusing more on the mid part of the map and some of the higher points will be a lot better. And you can see right now they're playing way more in the middle of the map. Perfect. Exactly what they need to do. They're gonna get a push here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As we can see, Delicious Big Dinner currently having the Rainmaker right now, but losing it towards a heavy edit right now. A Scottish shot player really just utilizing their cooler right now and jumping out.
Yeah, good. Overall, I mean, they're taking the space a lot better though for purple side. I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. They're gonna probably get a push right around now. They're gonna get the advantage here, and if they just push through, they're gonna be able to get the Rainmaker here.
The splush user from the Hybrid family right now is really just holding the space that they want right now. Really holding their own and stopping Delicious Big Dinner from taking the lead. And unfortunately, as we can see, oh, yeah, unfortunately, as we can see, Delicious Steak Dinner loses the game 3 to the Hybrid family, currently sitting with the Hybrid family with 2 points and Delicious Steak Dinner with 1 point.
Yeah, good. I mean, here's my thing with purple side. I mean, you just gotta be a little bit more. You gotta play them a little bit more straight up, in my opinion. I think they're playing a little bit too much the sploosh, getting into those corners and kind of dragging them away from fights. I think that needed to be a little bit more focused on the other three members, but I think overall it was still a well played game. Just a little unlucky on a couple pushes. I think they had the Rainmaker at a couple spots, couple people just got through, and got start off those pushes early. So, but.
As we can see, we are wrapping up round 1. The Hybrid family taking the win for that set right now, and we are currently just getting ready for round 2 to be ready, and we will be swapping over commentators for the final stretch of the tournament very soon.
Yeah, it was fun commentating. I will say that. I had a great time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had a really fun time commentating with you today.
Same here. I got a little bit tired at the end. I do apologize for that. It's my first time, so bear with me a little bit. But I really did enjoy doing this. Hope we can do this again.
Yeah, so Yoshi, where can we find you outside of Twitch?
So you can find me on twitter.com. Let me quickly pull up my ad. I don't use it that. I'm gonna start using it more though. So please follow me. I will start using it more. My ad is low tier Yoshi, no spaces, no underscores. It's low tier Yoshi. You can follow me on there. I just post stuff about my life mostly, just what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Some things I post about I can't say on here. You got to go on there to figure it out. That's the whole deal. So go up there. I'll also be posting my comedy sets. I do stand up every once in a while, so I'll be posting my comedy sets on there too. So please be sure to give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And where can the people find you?
So outside of Twitch, you can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle being _pinky_dink. I kind of just post Splatoon clips, pictures. I do occasionally post art, but it's very rare. But yeah, I think that is a wrap from both of us. Thank you for having us, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.